Yup, it's the Mighty Jadak, aka Cat. As you know, Genesis is coming out in a little bit, so literally in a little bit today. Today is the 25th of February 2020, and Extinction should be coming out on Ps4 today. In this video, it's just me fucking around with some bobs, basically bullying them, making them watch me go fishing, and I'll also blow some up and give some presents, yada yada yada, and I'll talk about that as we go through. But I mainly wanted to talk about Genesis, Ark in general, and the YouTube channel in general that I have. So yeah, basically it's the 25th of February today. Genesis should be coming out. Everyone's pretty excited for it. We're going back onto servers that are locked off, which means the mega tribes can't just swarm and take over. We're going back to old school, just closed off servers, which is quite nice. Just the last time this happened was Valguera and Extinction. It's quite nice when this happens. It's, as everyone knows, the duping at the moment's a bit mad, so it's gonna ease up on that, because obviously you can't transfer things in, you see. So it cuts down on the exploits, cuts down on the people, and it's quite nice to move back from that off of large scale official PvP, because if any, hopefully the people that watch my videos know official can get a bit mad sometimes. It's a small world, but it's a large world, and I think there's a lot of exploitation going on at the moment and things like this. But again, it's Ark. I'm not complaining in it. It's a massive online gigantic game, do you know what I mean? So you shouldn't be quick to always moan and complain about exploits and certain things. You always got to find a way around them, and if you're a good enough player in it, you should be able to improvise and adapt anyway and crack on with it. Speaking of improvise and that, on Genesis, it's completely new. There's a new biomes. There's a lunar biome. There's new dinosaurs and tames, like the Bloodstalker, which looks almost like a biological tech suit. You get some kind of night vision mode. You can swing about. You can leap very far. You can climb things. It looks like, and it actually mounts you rather than you putting a saddle on it and riding it, which is quite an interesting dynamic. The same as the Ferox has got an interesting dynamic that they're bringing to the table, where you feed it element and it becomes enraged. However, the more often you do this, the more likely it is to become enraged, so, and therefore be less controllable. So originally it's a shoulder pet. You feed it the element and it grows, you know, quadruple the size of a player. So that's an interesting mechanic that they put in there. That tame also has the enrage feature, like the Giga. I'm just looking forward to it. So I'm still going to be on the official Ark servers everywhere, obviously, of course. But hopefully I'm going to take my second character over to Genesis and just play the hell out of Genesis is my plan. Hopefully get you guys some good content of what's going on, where to build. I might even do a live stream or something, or maybe do some things like that of the progress, or maybe just try to do like a weekly video of the base, or maybe what's going on or something like that. I'm not too sure. I'm looking forward to getting on there though, and maybe there'll be some kind of evolution event on those servers. You know, you never do know. I'm just looking forward to exploring new biomes. As I said, the lunar biome looks wicked. I don't know if anyone's seen the trailer, but there's fucking like space whales flying in the sky, and it just looks wicked. It just looks crazy. And hopefully, yeah, I can get some good information together and some actual experience on the map, so I can show you guys what's going on. Recently I've been doing a lot of tips and tricks videos, which is where I like my channel to be. For those who don't know, well, there's not many of you who watching it, but I've reached 104 subscribers now, which when I first started doing this I didn't think was going to happen really. I was just doing this for me and my friends really, to show. If you look at the first few videos, they're just like little PvP defending moments, just to show my buddies and that what's going on. But also prior to that, I had a level 133 character, completely maxed out, quite a while ago, before I started this, so about a year ago, and I lost him in some kind of transfer update bullshit glitch or some nonsense. So I didn't play Ark for a little minute, and then I got back into it, this and this, And the very first video that I put on my YouTube channel, I think about 8 months ago now, 6 months ago now, was my comeback to Ark. That was like day 1 or day 2 I filmed that video. So this character that I'm on now is only been around for the last, you know, 6 to 8 months, and I think I've done a pretty good job at getting him back up to 133. 132 now, he's going on to 133. Yeah, so it's wicked, man. You know, I love Ark. I love everything about it. But so the main reason I started was just for these defense videos and stuff like this. I did do a how to farm element on the island server, because I feel, and I push this a lot. I've recently I'm going to be putting a video about the monkey boss, a little exploit to do with it, in a day or two, because I feel like no one realizes how easy it is to farm element on the island. 20 element every 10 minutes with 1 Rex, and a couple TPs scattered around so you can collect the artifacts easily, and you're just literally constantly farming element, potentially up to 120 an hour. So if you have 4 people and everyone just takes it in turns, 6 people, everyone takes it in turns once an hour, you know, potentially on 6 hours of being on, you collected like 700, 800 element, and you haven't actually really done anything. You just nipped out on a Rex every 10 minutes. Like, it's crazy. But recently I've been doing these tips and tricks videos, which is a lot I like to where the channel to be. But I mean, if anyone does watch this, do let me know, because I like to have a mix of tips and tricks, you know, a bit of PvP, a bit of having fun with BOBS and things like this. I like to mix a lot, you know, every now and again a little showcase or something, because I feel like I put on actual official PvP content. I feel like there's a lot of YouTubers who do Ark that don't actually have a clue about official or actually play official in the slightest, and I think it's funny. You know, you got more often than not when I look on YouTube, everyone's on either small tribes, and they're just BOBS and that. Really, come on, let's not fuck around here. I mean, there's probably people that play small tribes and watch this, and the tips will still transfer over. It's just, it's for me, like, this is official, innit? Like, I'm showing you efficient methods on how to get things done on official. Like, because you got to remember that all the boosted rates, even though, oh, small tribes only 2 times this, 3 times, yada yada yada, it's still changing the dynamic of the game, of the worth of the animals and the dinosaurs you got. Do you know what I mean? Relative to where you are, how developed you are, and what you can get. Like, someone's not like a less developed tribe isn't gonna risk their best stuff. Do you know what I mean? Unless there's some mad guy, because obviously the availability of those items to them. You know, so that's why I think official is balanced perfectly, absolutely perfectly, because you really do have to survive until you get up there, you know, and it just creates like banded tiers of players, you know, of where people are at. You can get good interactions. Like in this video here, I'm only fucking around with them, and you know, I do kill their stuff and that, but in the end I give them a few velos and a snow owl and this, you know. You know, it's just fucking around at the end of the day. But yeah, 100 subscribers and that, I didn't expect that really. I'm just gonna keep posting what I enjoy posting, innit? So moving back to discussing Genesis and the unique creatures. Obviously I spoke about the Ferofox and the Bloodstalker. The giant tortoise that's going to be swimming across the ocean biomes of Genesis is going to be very interesting as well. I feel like the devs have almost put it in there for BOBS, because they can just live on these tortoises, go under. Obviously it has an air bubble that surrounds them, there's resources on it. It's literally perfect for a BOB to tame one, or not even tame one, just ride on the back of one. You can build structures on it, build his little house on there, you know, with his wooden fucking dino gates, keep a parasaur in there. You know, I can really see that happening. The Magmasaur is another interesting creature. I think that's going to be more interestingly used when it's taken to other maps, because you can swim in lava. So whether there's any kind of secret area, I don't know if you can be submerged in lava or just swim across it, but if you could swim down and submerge yourself in the lava, there might be secret areas that the devs have put in on, you know, Rag, Valguero, or the island in a volcano, or the center, yeah, up on Skull Island or something. They could have put in maybe a secret chamber. I'm not saying that they have, Don't gas it up. I'm just saying it is a possibility. Another thing that I am gassed for actually is the arm shoulder cannon thing. That looks really useful in PvP, and I think people are gonna have that on them all the time. I think there's different firing modes: single shot, sniper, rapid fire. That's gonna be a very useful and interesting piece of equipment, really, because I mean it's gonna be slotted off to your offhand, I presume. I presume it's not actually attached to the shoulders. You know, what would that be? Your chest piece? You know, I think it'll probably be on your offhand like the Helena toy, and you can't use a chibi. But anyway, yeah, that's a wrap up of what I think about Genesis and my channel as a whole. You know, it's a Mighty Chillax. I hope you find it useful. Goodbye.